Back with you on Get Up with the game of the night. Heat with a 1-0 series lead as they hosted the Celtics last night. Game 2, Marcus Smart, Al Horford back in the lineup, and they were on one. Jaylen Brown to Al Horford to Smart for 3. Celtics go up 5 at that point. Early second quarter, they're up 11. Jaylen Brown to Jason Tatum for 3. They were hitting threes like crazy last night. Celtics up 14. Then they were up 21, and Tatum went to work, spinning, hitting the jumper, and getting the foul on P.J. Tucker, making it work. And he wasn't done. Smart finding Tatum for 3. He finished with 17 in the second quarter. Celtics were up by 25 at the half. Third quarter, they're up 24. Watch this shot. Smart, the jumper over the basket, and gets the foul. Doesn't get any better than that. Under 3 minutes left in the third. Smart putting Max Strus on skates, breaking ankles, winning 127-102 to even the series at 1-1. Smart 24 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists, and Jimmy Butler not happy after this one.
It can't get too much worse, you know. They whipped our tail on our home floor. I guess if they do it on their home floor, it's supposed to happen, but I don't see us doing that again. I mean, the first half has been brutal for us in both of these games. We just gotta come out and play harder from the jump and be ready, because they'll be throwing some haymakers in the first half.
Absolutely, and I agree. It can't get too much worse because Boston dominated the Heat, earning its 5th road win by 25 or more points in the postseason in franchise history, and their largest road win in the conference finals or later. However, the C's did go on to lose the series after 2 of those previous 4 wins. But these C's, they look primed. So, Legs, I'll start with you, and I want to give you this sort of binary question. Was this outcome more about good Celtics or bad Heat?
Well, it usually is always a little bit about both, but I think this was mostly about the Celtics. They just played exceptionally well. When you're starting 5 shoots 55% from the field, they shoot over 50% from the three-point line, and they play with that kind of confidence, it's more about what the Boston Celtics did. And look, they have a team that is more complete in terms of the number of guys that can hurt you with shot making. And when you're playing off of your 2 stars and your role players stay in their lane, line up, toe up, and knock down shots the way they did in the first half, it's a barrage. And that's, to me, more about the Boston Celtics. Clearly, Miami can play better, and they need certain individual players to put their stamp on Game 3 to have a chance, namely Bam Adebayo. I'd probably put him at the head of the list, far too passive. He's saying he's not touching the ball maybe enough, or they don't think he's touching the ball enough. I was told a long time ago, that's never an excuse for a great player. The ball finds you if you're putting your imprint on the game. The ball is going to find you like a magnet. So Bam Adebayo needs to be better in certain areas. Individuals, I think I'd put it on the Heat. But for me, this was collectively more about the Boston Celtics.
Coach, I got to say, you made this really important point when we were meeting earlier today about how the Celtics responded after Game 1 and how this might have affected Game 2. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know how it affected, but I thought they were a little giddy after that Game 1. It was great when you're supposed to win that game.
A little
playing
too high.
at home.
Yeah.
To me, it should have been, hey, we did what we were supposed to do. You know, we were outplayed for 3 quarters. We took care of business in the third quarter. We found a way to win that game. That's great. They're playing without 2 starters. We're supposed to win that game. You shouldn't be that giddy, I guess is the right word. Legs is right. The Celtics are a better team. They've got more floor gamers. They've got more playmakers. They've got more shot makers. They've got greater length. They've got great physicality. Everything's got to go right. I'll give you a perfect example. Healthy to Celtics. 7-man rotation. You know what? 7-man rotation. You got a front court sub. You got a perimeter sub. All of a sudden, you develop a chemistry. Pritchard, plus 39 last game. Wow. All of a sudden, Grant Williams, plus 37. The pieces fit. But more importantly, like Lex says, they have more different ways to come at you that the Heat don't have answers for.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And Legs and Coach both are correct. The Celtics is just a better team, right? They just know their system a lot better. I think, you know, when you watch these highlights with the Celtics, right, you see every pass. And the reason why they shoot over 50% because every pass is on the dime. It's right there on the numbers, and guys are ready to shoot. So it makes it a lot easier, and the percentage of shooting it goes a lot higher because when these guys are fundamentally sound, they're making the right plays at the right time. It allows you as a shooter, if you as a shooter, to knock down the open shot because the ball's coming right to you, right on the dime, which is important to see. And I think these guys are just fundamentally sound and makes it a really good basketball team.
Defensively, I think the Celtics were great. They pushed the Heat out one step further. They ran their whole offense, and they took Jimmy out of the game. Jimmy scored those points a lot when the game was over.
Yep.
Marcus Smart did a really good job on Jimmy. 37 possessions against Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler only gets 5 shots in those 37 possessions.
He was an incredible.
Defensively, the ball pressure of the Celtics, I thought, pushed the Heat out.
So let's talk about Jimmy again there, Coach. He had 29 in this game, Amar'e. Did he do enough as the team's number one? We ask him to do so much. He's been the superstar of these playoffs, but did he do enough?
I mean, obviously you didn't win the game, right? So you can always say that you didn't do enough because you want to win that game. But he's doing his part. He had 41 game.
But is that enough to win the series? Because that's all that matters.
No, he needs help. And without Kyle Lowry, I think when he's out and your floor general guy who's going to create offensive flow for you and control the game, without him, it makes Jimmy Butler's job a lot harder because now he has to be the facilitator and also be the scorer and also the primary defender. So it's a heavy lift for him, but I think, without Kyle Lowry, it's going to be difficult for the Miami Heat.
I feel like they're asking Butler to do what they asked Tatum to do in the last game without Smart and Horford, and you see how that worked out. And now Butler has got a lot on him as we look at Game 3.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.